Hi Stampin' friends! Tonight we're going to use the Abigail Rose Designer Series paper. I don't know if you've heard the saying, if you can't be a good example, at least be a terrible warning. Tonight I'm a terrible warning. I intended to use the perfectly penned Designer Series paper, and I got ready and cut the paper, and I cut Abigail Rose. So we're going to use the Abigail Rose paper, and I'm going to show you real quick the different patterns. This is kind of, if this could be roses, crocuses, several different kinds of little shapes. I mean, not roses, tulips, several different kinds of shapes. The back side is a nice stripe that you could kind of put either way. Let me tell you the colors that are in it. It is basic black, crumb cake, early espresso, petal pink, smoky slate, and very vanilla. So, I think most of the paper is actually vanilla, but like if you can see this one, there's my vanilla paper. So it's kind of, some of these could be white. So there's kind of a variety. Okay, so that's that one. This one has a nice, kind of a brownish tinge, and then this side has gray. This side has the silver, kind of just a splatter of flowers. They are, oh, I've got a glare there, sorry. They are kind of flowers, but it's kind of a splatter. Then I've got the black. This is kind of an Asian sort of a look of florals. And then the back side is let's see, it's a pattern. I wonder if I can find, I had one that says memorandum at the top. So it's like when you, to me, I would use it for a masculine card. We have these little guys here. It's kind of like anemone flowers or poppies, something like that. And the back side is this nice brown. Then this one has big, kind of neat bouquet florals. And then, oh, the back side. The back side is this rather masculine, round kind of pattern thing. Then we have this khaki with the dark espresso print floral. And the back side is just leafy. So there are several ways that you could arrange these and, you know, make a masculine card or a feminine card. It says there's a lot of gray granite in this, but when I was trying to imagine making a card that had just the gray granite, I didn't necessarily think I would want to make a card with these florals and like that. And then also, you know, there's several in this set that can be cut out. So if you cut out some gray granite, it would look gorgeous on the back, on this, and mounted on this. And then on the, let's see here. On this floral, I don't think you can even tell it's a floral almost. It's got a lot of fading in and out of focus. So I would kind of consider this to be crumb cake or white or vanilla and black. So just kind of my opinion on that. Okay, let's get started with a couple of things I have for you. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to show you is how it might be if you were going to color this. Now, we could color this whole thing, but that would use a lot of the ink out of your blends. So I'm thinking, what if you made a colored edge here and then put your sentiment on and created like a bow here, and then, you know, some pieces. Let me see, here's our guys. Maybe some iridescent things on the sides could be really cute. So something like that. And one thing I did want to mention though, some of these don't necessarily make sense for that. Here we are. Like, let's say you were going to use this one. I don't think you'd want to do what I did here on this side, because you'd have a piece here, a piece here, a piece here, and a piece here, then where would you stop? But now the same thing on this side, you could go just straight down this side. Kind of how we just went straight down the side over on this side. So anyway, that's one idea. Then I use the colors that I use to color this. You can put this a variety of different ways. This one is the Centerpiece, and I colored it with a variety of colors, kind of just to give it a lot of pop. So it has the fresh freesia on these tiny flowers. This, of course, is soft sea foam, and then I colored these with soft sea foam, the leaves. Here we have the, I used actually two different colors here. I used the polished pink, and then I used the light melon mambo as the dark color. I should put that where you can see a little better. And then here in the center, I used on this one the dark Daffodil Delight and the light Daffodil Delight. And then, of course, Balmy Blue on the Forget-Me-Not looking flowers. So that's how I did that one. And I was just thinking you could put a sentiment down here. You could stamp it directly on this, or you could maybe put, you could do a cutout one, you know, just in a different color. So what I was going to do here, I was going to try, you know, sometimes when I try to do these, when you all are watching, sometimes I just get a little out of hand. So we'll see how this works out. I'm going to try to use a new set called Charming Sentiments. Let's see, I think I was just going to do a thank you. So let's see if I can find the thank you. There it is. Okay, so I was thinking on this paper, it would look good to probably just go ahead and use some black ink. So let me see what I can find here. Oh, that stays on. Here's our friend Memento. Oh, I can tell this is dried out. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, I'll put it right down here in the corner. Okay, so there you can see that. And then it would just have our little our little focal image over to the side. Then I would wrap ribbon probably around it and have my big bow right here. You could mount this on any of the colors. You could even go with a darker green. That could be really pretty. So there is our second choice. Then I wanted to show you coloring with this one. I think this is a really pretty pattern, but there are several of these that have the back side where it would be kind of cute to color the patterns. Like you could color this one just like the other, but for this one, I wanted to just try to color some of this in a blue. This is not the one I was trying to get. Okay, here we are. For this, I chose light balmy blue, dark balmy blue, light night of navy, which is going to be really dark, and our light starry sky. This is starry sky. So I'm just going to see what happens. This may be an epic fail, but we'll all see it together and see what we think. So I'm just going to color, let's see, where would I do? Which side do I think is best? I'm leaning actually toward this side because, and I think I might even turn this one this way, do right here, and maybe do one right there. You could cut these out and just put one on top and put it around. You do the things that we've been doing. But I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm just going to do this one because I don't think you want to watch me do the whole thing. I'm just going to put a little bit here and there, all around this particular spot. And then when I go in with the lighter colors, I always go dark to light. You can do it either way, but just my preference. Now, this will go through and the back side will be colored differently. So you wouldn't want to do any of the cards that, you know, like maybe you have a little bit hanging over and you open it up. You wouldn't want to put that there. That's just one little bit of caution. It typically does not go through on the piece of paper that you have underneath, but I just have this here just for the heck of it. So I'm just going to trace a couple more of these. I want to trace all of them, so I don't want to get it so terribly dark. Okay. Now I'm going to use my dark balmy blue. Oh, I got the wrong end. I do like the dark balmy blue with this. I think this will work perfectly. And like we say, we're blending these. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, now you might want to leave the center, make it yellow or something like that, because typically flowers, almost all flowers have a yellow center. It's going to go right here. I hope that you guys can see this, because when I'm looking at it up there, it looks like a mess. But when I'm looking down at it, it looks good. So I'm hoping that I can, when I hold it up, it will look a little better too. We'll see. Right there. What I'm trying to do is just color this one and the leaves that go with it. So let's see here. I've only got just a few more minutes to add color. Then I'm going to use, I think, a little bit of a light over here on this one. You can still see that. I'm not sure. I don't think I care for that. I think I would like the dark balmy blue on that. Put a little more right there. Oh, I put some right there too. That looks like a floral element also. Then the next thing I'm going to do is just use several of our greens and see which one I think looks the best. Light granny apple. I'm going to use that as, oh no, I started to say I'm going to use that as my dark color. I think that that is probably the perfect color to use, the light granny apple green, because you can see it, but it's not too aggressive. Okay. Let me hold it up where you can see. There we are. It's still not looking as good as I wanted it to. To me, it looks prettier in person at maybe my camera light right now with it being so dark outside. But I think this would be really pretty. Coloring a few more, these probably over here on the side. So we'll see. I'll get that up on my blog and then I'll post. So this was what I had for you tonight. I appreciate you all watching and have a great evening. Bye-bye.